海賊王になる男だ。
What is going on, guys? It is your boy Kelly Mack on the track. Now we're bringing it back, and we are back with Strawhat Sitdown, episode 117.
Ooh.
Hey.
We making it, baby.
Let's go.
Here with the gang as usual. Feel me? Before that, make sure you guys follow us on all our socials at Strawhat Sitdown on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. You look for us, you will find us. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'm here with the gang as usual. Nami, Strawhat Mind in the building. What's going on, my brother?
What's good, y'all? Nothing much. I hope y'all enjoying y'all fourth holiday. And let's get this One Piece started.
Yes, sir. Yo, it's nice to see your face again, bro. I feel like I haven't seen your face in a minute, man.
Yeah, it's his comeback week because he was out last week.
Yeah, man.
No, he referred to last week. I mean, the week before too, because technically my face.
Yeah, because he wasn't here one week, and then the week before his face wasn't in there. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
That was like a double. That was like a double entendre. Like,
hey, feel me? The beard keep everything together. Now we gotta be able to see.
Yeah, getting that shaped up this week. So,
you
know.
All right. Mr. G in the building. What's going on, my brother?
Yo, what's good, everybody? Yo, quick shout out and to Midtown Comics in Times Square, right? Because they had this amazing. Oh man, this picture's messing it up. Hold up. I got them. Yeah, I got the One Piece Monopoly. I found it there.
Nice.
Dressrosa. It got all the pieces from Luffy all the way to Franky.
That's fire.
That's dope.
So what was even awesome about that is that as it was the last one there, I grabbed it and I'm waiting at the cashier, and the cashier was like, "Is that a One Piece fucking Monopoly?" And he's like, "Damn, I'm jealous." And then he sees my tattoos. He sees the One Piece tattoos, and then he's like, "Damn, bro." And then this little boy who just happened to come into the store came up and was like looking at my tattoos, and he's like, "Oh," calling them out. He's like, "Oh, that's Franky, that's Brook." He's like, "Oh, that's for Nami," and then Luffy, Law, and everything. And then he started showing me his art that he started doing recently. He's like, I want to say 6 to 9 years old, and then he's there with his mom, and like he's just talking about One Piece, and it was just a fucking awesome, wholesome moment that I was very, very grateful for. So I showed him my art, and then I showed him the sit down, and he's the one. He's the new sub that we got, 256. So yo, shout out to that little man, bro. Keep it up, yo. In a few years, he's gonna be killing it, bro.
Nice,
with the art game. So just wanted to share that story.
That's fire, man. That's fire. It's
always
dope to see the community of One Piece out just when you're out and about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
definitely
dude.
Dope.
Oh man, it definitely made my day, and that's what One Piece is all about. Oda be bringing all of us together, yo, and so just it was an awesome moment.
Yo, I'm sorry. I like how your cat and Mod's cat both just jumped at the same time. just pulled up on the camera. That's mad funny. The conspiracy.
Both black cats too. That's crazy.
The conspiracy.
Yeah, the cats unite.
That's definitely dope. Big shout out to Lil Man. Keep doing your thing, man. Thanks for the support.
Yes, sir.
Last but not least, that boy Huss in the building. What's going on, my brother?
I'm chilling, man. I'm super excited to talk about the SBS specifically. I'm hyped for live action, but there's some interesting news in the SBS. And just make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Like Miss said, we've chugging along, getting one at a time, here and there each video. So we would appreciate it. And if you guys checked out our other videos and watch them to the end.
Yes. We definitely appreciate it, man. No chapter this week. So we're going to go over. We got a lot of I don't want to say non-canon, non-story. I guess it's story too. We got a lot of stuff outside of the main story between the One Piece live action casting reveals, and we finally got a new SBS segment. I don't remember when the last one we had was. It was a while ago.
It's been a minute.
Definitely been a minute. We got some really interesting information in that as well. So we're gonna break down both of those. Gonna be a calm little episode. You guys ready?
Yes,
yeah.
Sir.
Actually, before we get there, I actually got a Davy back question for y'all.
Oh,
I know it's been a minute.
Yo, sprung it on us. Yo, talk to us.
So, I wanted to ask you guys, who do you guys think would take over the Straw Hats if Luffy were to ever die?
That's a good one. That's actually a good one.
It is.
My first instinct is to say Nami.
Ooh, I like that one. I like that one a lot.
I like that answer.
I do too.
I think Nami gives like captain vibes, even if she's not the strongest in terms of like leadership.
Hmm
I think I could see Nami.
So,
I'm gonna say. Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
no, because no, go ahead, Amon. Go ahead, Amon.
I was just gonna say. I think it should be. The choice is clear to be Zoro.
I
Because
feel like Zoro's the easy answer.
Zoro is the easy answer, and I also think Usopp would be an easy answer also.
I don't
Okay,
agree with Usopp at all.
easy answer.
Yeah,
Easy answer.
Yeah,
I mean, the answer I like for sure, but easy answer
yeah,
is a
easy
stretch.
answer's a little crazy.
But I do like it though. I think it would be cool. It would be a nice like step up moment if that's what you're going for.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
wait, so when you ask this question, is this in the context of specifically if Luffy dies, who would take over as captain of the Straw Hats, or is it?
Yes.
Okay, so specifically within that context, then yeah, I could see Usopp. That would be a cool thing for him to step up and become that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think John Sherrod had a point I wanted to bring up, but for the sake of, I was still gonna give an answer for the sake of the question. But like yeah, if, you know, honestly, like it would just be done, you know, because we get to see the Straw Hats give up their dreams for Luffy to be Pirate King. It's one of always my favorite scenes when they're like, nah, Luffy's gonna be the king of the pirates. I can't do what you want me to do because that's what's gonna happen, you know. But I think Zoro is a great answer. I think we got to see a little bit of Sanji when they were the curly hat pirates when they went to Zoe without the other people. But yeah, I think it's funny that all just came down to the main five, right? The first five members: Zoro,
Well,
Nami, Sanji, Usopp.
I will say one that we can also put in there would be Jinbe. I mean, he would at least be like interim fucking captain until then, you know, whoever is ready to, whether it's Usopp or whoever is ready to step up.
See,
But
Yeah,
because I do say Jinbe take like keeping everyone together if that's ever the case.
I think Jinbei's a weird one because I think that he definitely has the demeanor and probably the most experience in terms of being a captain,
Mhm.
but he has the least time with the Straw Hats as well. So
This is true. This is true.
it's weird. I can definitely see the train of thought.
yeah, that was a good question. That was a good
Yeah,
question.
I just want just a question I was thinking about and wanted to bring it up to you guys and think it would be a good discussion point.
Yeah, and
so-
people think that like a Straw Hats without Luffy arc is a potential in the future. So you know, it would
That'd be fun, bro. Yo, I really like the Nami pick. Now, yo, Callie, that's a good one, bro. That's a good one.
I think that'd
Yeah.
be dope.
Oh,
All
man.
right, nice debut back question. Let's get into live action casting, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so everybody's in the Discord stream.
Yeah, it says you've minimized time from
Okay.
now right there.
Boom. All right, so I think 12-ish live castings were announced recently within the past week or so. I have the pictures pulled up on the screen here. You guys can see them at home. First we have Callum Kerr as Smoker, Julia Raywald as Tashigi, Rob Coletti as Wapol, and Ty Keogh
Yeah.
as Dalton. I'm gonna just say it, I don't know any of them. I've never heard of any of them in my life. All right, cool.
Yeah,
So
me
I don't want to be a dickhead. You feel me? But
Yeah, I'm also not big on like like movies and TVs right now. So I thought Misty might know a few.
No, I haven't seen any of these actors, and I watch a lot of TV. So
Yeah, you're locked in. So,
but no, but it's cool though. You've seen new actors do their thing. Looks wise, you know, they look
I
the
think that's
part.
the only thing we can really comment on at this point.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I do think that they hit the nail on the court for the majority of these for sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
And we're gonna see a lot of Callum Kerr as Smoker. So, you know, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's a pretty boy," and apparently there's
That's what I was gonna say.
clip going around him going of him singing. So all the ladies are swooning over him already.
Oh yeah, he locked in. Yeah, I feel like Smoker seems more rugged, but you know, they can make him, like seem that way.
I'm about to say I've seen plenty of actors that like they look like quote unquote pretty boys or whatever in real life, but then when you put them actually in whatever cast they're in, they don't look the same. So it's definitely they'll definitely rig him like rough him up, have him roughed up looking when he starts to play Smoker. I can definitely see it.
Mm-hmm. I think I like the Wapol pick a lot for some reason. I feel like they did a good job with Rob. He looks like he could do a good job.
I'm interested to see the costume piece for
Yeah.
Apple.
Well, bro, it's crazy.
His ability too, like the CGI, is gonna be funny. I think.
And you know
But
that's gonna be a main point of this entire season is
Yep.
the CGI between this and Little Garden with the Giants. We'll see their casting in a little bit. And Chopper, we know Chopper is coming. He's already been confirmed. So this is definitely gonna be a test to the test of how far the CGI will go. Because the season 1, the CGI was cool. It wasn't the best, but it was watchable. It was nice enough to watch, you know.
Yeah.
But it also wasn't the most nonsensical of One Piece things that we've seen to really test it, you know.
Yeah.
And
also-
we're gonna have Chopper, bro. That's gonna be
Yeah.
CGI the whole time. I think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, unless they find a reindeer and train it up, I don't think they're gonna have the CGI.
Or-
He's just in his zone for all the time.
Or they go.
take. Oh, go ahead, Mister.
I was gonna say the show Sweet Tooth on Netflix. They could go that route also, where it's like kids like fused with animals type of thing. So they could do something like that or some prosthetic shit too.
Yeah, I was thinking like have Chopper since he ate the human fruit actually turned him human, and then only when he like battles he transforms into like the Chopper we know, but in his like zone.
Yeah, so then you just
points.
save that CGI for those moments. You know, instead of
Yeah.
always having it on. So it's definitely possible.
Yeah, which I would not mind if that was the case too, because it's supposed to be like a realistic it's a realistic version. So yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
All right, that's the first round of castings. Next we have Clive Russell as Crocus, Werner Koetzer as Dory, and Brendan Murray as Bragi. Again, I feel like the two Giants casting specifically is really gonna be hard to tell until we see the CGI.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of
Just
CGI.
an old dude
Yeah.
too, like nice. There's only so much to take from these ones, yeah.
Yeah. I ain't got too much to say. I think the Clive Russell looks cool, but yeah, I gotta see how they do this mustache. I don't even know what you call this shit. The mustache beard. This shit is crazy, dude.
That shit is insane. Now that I look at it, oh my god.
Yeah,
I've never. And what's on his head, man?
Damn, that's crazy. Looking at them now, and with the intent of making them live action, you realize how nonsensical these characters are for real. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, bro.
I think what we can take from this is that we thought I think we maybe like a lot of us thought that Little Garden might be skipped in terms of the episode count.
Yeah, you're right. That was a talking point for a while, but now it's definitely confirmation. We will be stopping there for sure.
Yeah, which I think makes it kind of like and now that we the next round of people is Whiskey Peak, it's like there's not like it seems like they're gonna like chug along and hit all the big arcs that we see in the manga.
Yeah, but you know that makes me you know what? Let's finish the live action. Let's finish this, and then we can talk about a little bit more about the live action before we go to the SBS. But yeah, we got one more round of castings. We have David Ado.
Give it a shot, man.
David Dast Malchian.
That's the best I think anyone could have done, honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
As Mr. Is that the guy? Is that Edward Scissorhands?
No, he's been in a lot of projects. He was Polka Dot Man and Suicide Squad. He was also in Ant-Man and the first Ant-Man movie and Ant-Man and the Wasp. He was part of like the little crew. He kept talking about the Baba Yaga type of shit, like when they're being chased by the ghost chick in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay.
But he's always been like, and he's been in a few other DC projects as well. But he's always been doing his thing.
All right, cool.
Nice.
We got Jazara Jaslyn as Miss Valentine, Camrys Johnson as Mr. 5, and Daniel Lasker as Mr. 9.
I don't remember.
Killed these ones.
They did.
They did kill these. These are super lookalikes.
I don't remember Mr. 9 at all, but
He was
Mr.
Vivi when they meet them.
Oh You're right.
When they meet up
Right.
for the first time, yeah, in Laboon.
Before they get to Wispy Peak, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
And then,
immediately after Reverse Mountain, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Five, his actor was in the Batgirl show, and he was pretty good in that.
Mm.
So, you know,
Yeah,
some good solid castings, bro. And
Mhm.
it's just more confirmation on where we're going, right? Like you guys were saying, we're gonna hit obviously where's she Smoker Lordstown.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna
Reverse Mountain, Laboon.
Laboon. That's another. Are we gonna see Laboon? We got it, right.
We got it, especially if this guy's here, because
if
they
we
were
have
only
Cro-
here to
if-
chase a whale.
And we got what's his name anyway to Crocus, so it has to be he has to be over the moon too.
Yeah. And then Mr. Five and Miss Valentine for Whiskey Peak. Yeah, they killed these castings. I really liked them. I was not expecting myself to like the live action, but I really did enjoy it.
Yeah.
So and I think one thing I really liked about the live action was how they cut up East Blue and like put it all together kind of and made it all seem more seamless than even in the manga. I think this could be really sick. I'm super excited for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was my thing before we go into the SBS. That was my thing with this is we got 8 episodes for season 1, hour long each.
Mm-hmm.
And that was to cover the entirety of the East Blue, and I think they did chop it up very well. I think every arc was covered and got a full episode, and I think they split Barati and Arlong between like the last 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume they're gonna do the same thing with Alabasta, but the problem is I think there's a lot more content prior to Alabasta, and Alabasta itself is also super long.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how they break it down. I would assume if we start in Logtown, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would we say that would be a full episode?
I would think so.
It's
Maybe not even.
They can do half Logtown, because you know what it is. I don't see Laboon Whiskey Peak being a Laboon Reverse Mountain being a full episode.
No, that's true.
So I think they either do half Logtown
into Reverse Mountain,
or they do half Reverse into half Whiskey Peak.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because like I don't think Logtown is really that long at all.
Yeah.
It's
there's so much lore though in that though.
Yeah, it feels so much longer than it is because so much happens that's of importance.
Yeah. Loki, like fucking dragon appears.
Zoro
That's another
gets a
one.
sword.
I hope they keep that moment, bro.
They could cover all that in one episode, I feel like, because it's just that, like, the reason why it might feel longer than it actually is because, one, if you were an anime watcher, you saw, like, the filler stuff that was supposed to make it to the manga but never did. Like the Usopp battle with, what's his face? What's his name? The bounty hunter dude.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, I forgot his name too.
The shootout, right?
Yeah, that shootout. Yeah. That was supposed to be like that character was actually supposed to be in the manga, but Oda didn't go through with it. But he used that for the anime. They used that for the anime filler episodes. And they had each one had like a filler episode to themselves or something like that. But if you think about it, the crux of it was them going there, Luffy going to see where Roger died. He run across that old man. I don't remember if the old man was filler or not. Was that old man filler or was he in the manga too?
What old man?
The old man that gave Luffy the milk. Talk about Roger back
in the random bar.
Yeah,
I think that was in the manga. I think that was in the manga, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So yeah, that, and then he would just go straight to the site. He fights Smoker, and then he makes his way back to the site, and then all that stuff, craziness happens. So if you put that into that context, I feel like you can cover that in one episode. Especially if like they omit maybe the first fight from Smoker versus Luffy, and just have them fight for the first time when the craziness happens, and just call it that, because you don't really honestly need the first fight you can like have Luffy be surprised that he couldn't hit him or whatever, like that, all in the craziness in the climax.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't really need so I feel like they're just gonna scrap the first fight, because the first fight was kind of like, oh, okay, well, it's kind of a fluff piece, sort of, if you look at it in the grand scheme of things. So, like, yeah, they'll scrap that and just have them meet up with Smoker there. Climax, boom, Buggy captures Luffy, and yada yada yada, all that right there. So, I think they can cover all that in one episode, and then you have Zoro, you know, getting his swords as a side piece.
Getting lost, finding the thing.
Yeah. And then and whatever else happens with everyone else, which I think honestly those were the two main storylines, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I think those are. I think it'll be fine.
Probably have Sanji doing a cooking contest type of shit too. I know they did that once as a filler also. The bounty hunter's name was Masterson.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not. I don't think I ever watched the anime.
Yeah, I'm about to say I would have not guessed that.
Yeah, I don't remember that nigga. But
so you never seen that? Why?
Yeah, this is news to me, man.
So,
okay.
There's Usopp not fights him, but they do like a marksman challenge. Yeah. Just who shoot the furthest.
I remember that, and the guy knows Usopp's dad, right?
Yes, exactly. He's the only person he's lost to.
Crazy.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Mad random as fuck.
Yeah. No, that's nuts, man. But yeah, I think we agree that, like, you know, Reverse Mountain Whiskey Peak don't have to be full episodes by themselves.
No.
Yeah, and I think Alabasta deserves, you know, like 3-4 episodes.
Yeah, as long as they give Alabasta the last 3 or 4 episodes, then I think everything else should be able to get split up accordingly.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm mostly excited for how they, because for me, again, season 1, I was really, really impressed by the way they pulled stuff together and made it feel more connected. I'm excited for how they do that in season 2, if that's something they decide to do.
Yeah, they'll. Well, I think it would be a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more trickier because East Blue, it's all in one area.
Yeah,
and it's, you know what I mean. It's not as hugely scaled at and I like you said, how they made it seamless, because especially the part where they made it look like everybody knew everybody type thing.
Yeah.
So that's why. But yeah, Grand Line is going to be more vast. So yeah, it will be a little bit harder, but I believe that they can do it as long as they, you know, cut some things that aren't that important. And we'll be looking like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I see why they cut it here, because, you know, they're trying to connect these two things or whatever. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We need the VV casting, man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
VV Crocodile.
No, I need the Robin casting. That's what
And Robin.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the make or break for season 2 for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah.
Oh no. Basically, she has to be a mature baddie or count as a riot.
Yeah, she just gotta be a baddie, bro.
Hey man, our latest hub is a kid, man.
I do know that they're looking for a Latina to play Robin. So
really,
we'll see. Yeah.
But when Oda did his character sheet and he's Russian nationality, it was Russian, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right, well.
Yeah, it is.
Looking forward to the rest of the castings and OPLA season 2 for sure. Let's get into the SBS now.
Yes.
So I have the super mega thread. Somebody I don't know. Somebody on Reddit put together all the SBSs into text format so we can just read through them. I'm gonna skip the ones that don't really matter and just go over the more important ones. Starting with the first one, someone says in chapter 1100, the warlord that Ace beat, which was being talked about by Kuma and Saint Saturn, what was that person like? And Oda reveals who this warlord was, who was a mystery for a good majority of the time.
Yo.
His name is Hanafuda, and he enjoyed collecting ancient Zoan devil fruits, and nobody knows where he's at now. This is what he looked like.
You look crazy, bro.
Knock off Kaido, film, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does look sick. He does
He
look
got the
sick,
Beast
though.
Pirate motif for sure.
Yeah, and he has the same exact. Yeah, he needs all the. I don't. But it's ancient Zoans specifically for him though, right? It's not.
Yeah.
Zoans in general, so then it's a little.
But Kaido's main crew was ancient zones.
No, but his whole crew was Zoan.
His scrub crew were like fake zones, yeah. But like his actual like the Flying Six and the All Stars, they're like ancient zones only.
But this guy says ancient zones specifically, so I'm assuming that he was looking specifically for only those.
Yeah, but it makes me think like they're connected in a way, which is not my idea. I think Artur said Hanafuda's type of playing cards, which is like, and Kaido's crew is obviously like a deck of cards, right? King, Queen, Joker, or whatever.
Oh, interesting. So maybe
people think
Kaido or working with Kaido in a sense.
What if he was supposed to be the ace of Kaido's crew?
Yeah, something like that. And I think one question is who Page One and Ulti's dad is, because we know that Kaido took them in after their dad left or something like that. And people think that this might be this nigga.
Interesting.
Okay. That's cool. I definitely could see him having some kind of connection to Kaido. He looks cool. But we didn't get too much information on him other than his name and his nickname. His moniker is King of Lizards. So.
It's a last name, bro.
It is kind of corny, I ain't gonna lie, but it'd be like that.
He got the little pompadour thing like Drake got. Like the little, right? Because Drake got the little hat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one. Somebody asks Oda to tell us the name and rank of Fujitoro's sword, in which we get the name and the rank, but that doesn't really matter because we also find out that it is a supreme grade blade. It's one of the names that escapes me. What's the name of the fancy swords?
It's right there. It's a Meito Supreme Grade. That's the best we're gonna get. I feel like.
Meito Supreme.
Supreme Grade is the D's level. The like the Shanks.
That's the highest, right?
Yeah, it's the highest one.
It's one of 11.
Okay, I'm
yeah, it's just Supreme Grade swords.
Okay. Yeah, so it's one of the however many Supreme Grade swords in the world, I believe.
12, yeah.
It's like the Wazimotos, the old Wazimoto.
Oh yeah,
that's
what it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I knew I was like I knew there was a name for it.
It's just like the Japanese name.
Yeah, that's what I meant, because that's the only name I've ever heard for it. I've never heard the English translation, so I didn't even know what it meant.
Saizo, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the last one though, because it was like Wazimoto, Wazimoto, and then Supreme Grade is something. Wazimoto.
I think it's Saizo Wajimoto.
Saizo, yeah.
And who else has one of these? I know Shanks, you said, has one.
Shanks, Whitebeard, Garp. Now we know that fucking Ethan Bear and Venus Zero has it. Did I say Garp? I meant Roger. Sorry.
Oh, I was about to say Garp.
Yeah, Roger's sword Ace is a Supreme Grade sword.
Yeah.
And now we know that Ethan Bear and Venus Zero has the best Kitetsu sword, the best version of Zoro's, which is a Supreme Grade sword.
I'm sorry. Can you say that name again?
Venus, the horse.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You said it so fast, bro.
Yeah, that's the full gummy too.
You said the full gummy, bro. I was not catching that.
Yeah.
Like, can I miss a character?
It just kills me because his name is Ethan. I have to say Ethan. It's so funny. It's like
Ethan is crazy.
Name. But so he has one. There's probably more. I think Kaido's might be one. Funnily enough, I'll look at them right now.
Okay.
But yeah, crazy reveal.
But Emma is one grade under, right?
Yeah. That's Owazimoto.
I can't believe I didn't say fucking Mihawk, by the way.
Oh,
yeah, Mihawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely cool info. I don't know if it was. I don't think anybody ever gave too much thought into Fujitoro's sword, right? Because it was more about his devil fruit than anything.
Yeah.
Not that he wasn't a good sword fighter, but it wasn't near like the focus of his kit.
Just more ties to Wano with him, like, right? Because we still don't really know where he came from.
Yes, that's a fact, bro.
Right. Very true.
I feel like the name Fugetsu Kisubura is like kind of like I wonder, like, because I feel like Wano, the whole Wano history, like Mr. said, we need to know more of. So that's interesting because we know that some of them disappeared, like left with because Zoro's family made it out somehow. That's how he was in the East Blue, stuff like that.
Right.
I really want to know more about Wano's history.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool info. We got a Shiki question. Do we want to talk about this?
Yeah, it's just a question about like, is the movie canon? And then he's like, nah, that shit did not happen, big bro. So not really.
Okay, cool.
But he still says that Shiki, yes, I showed him. He's in the manga, so he exists. But
Shiki exists, but not the Shiki in the movie is not the Shiki in this canon.
Yeah,
Right.
which I thought everybody knew.
Yeah, I was about to say that's already like
Yeah.
okay. People just wasting their SBS questions. That's cool.
You know what I will
It
say?
might be nice to have. I mean, just now you got the confirmation. I mean, you know.
I guess I will say though, like it's okay to have some misses because I'm not gonna lie, the niggas in this SBS they were throwing some fastballs at Oda. Like they were asking some good questions that we got some good answers for. Like the Ace one, just the Fujitora one. I think the next one, even though he clowns him, he said the reading comprehension one. The next one gave us some good info. So we had some good questions for this SBS.
That's
so
fair.
A few
That's
misses
fair.
is okay.
That's fair. The next question is asked that Granny Nyan said that's the old lady from Bow Island, right?
Yeah.
Granny Nyan said that the Empress from 2 generations ago died from falling madly in love, but the Empress from 2 generations ago was Shakuyaku. Why did Granny Nyan lie about this? And Oda basically says you're fucking stupid. He says what she's referring to is the Empress from 2 generation also was talking about the love sickness that she also got. Okay, someone's got to explain this one to me. I'm not gonna lie.
So when Boa was when Boa turned Luffy's friends to stone, and she gave Luffy that dilemma, that ultimatum, basically, if you want to go save Ace or whatever, I could give you a boat, but you can't save your friends here. And he chose to save the friends over the boat. You know, that's when she started developing the quote unquote love sickness, right? And the thing is that all it basically is, remember, they're Amazonians. They don't live in society with men, and their society is not considered quote unquote normal. So they very few of them experience like romanticized love in that shape or form. So they call it the quote unquote love sickness. But all it is just, Granny Neon, she fell in love with someone, which we all think is
Whitebeard.
Whitebeard.
Yeah.
And Boa fell in love with Luffy. And basically, when you fall in love, you kind of, you know what I mean? You probably stop doing your duties and, just... It's love shit. It's love shit.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I am still super confused, dude. I'm sorry.
I think specifically the question he's asking is like, okay, so if this love sickness has been killing these empresses before, and he says that this Granny Neon says that 2 generations ago, this person died from love sickness.
Yeah.
Right? But he's saying, but 2 generations ago, it was Shocky, but we know Shocky's alive.
Right.
Oda's like, yo, she never said that empress died from the love sickness. She just said that she got it, and that previous empresses have died, but that 2 generations ago, all she said was that empress received it, that she had it or whatever. And like Maud said, that we know that she probably had it for Rayleigh or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's basically saying that, like, you made up the fact that she died. I never said that shit, nigga.
But there was a picture that went around though.
He's basically just telling this nigga he's dumb, so I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we get basically the only thing that comes out of this is that he sends a picture. It might be the previous Empress picture.
It's before. Yeah, it's before Rayleigh's. What's Rayleigh's wife's name?
Shocky. It's like
Shocky,
she was a baddie.
No, it's after Shocky.
It's not her.
It's between Shocky and Boa. No,
it's not this one on the screen right now.
It's this one right here. It's this one right here. Yeah, Tori Toma, I think her name is.
Yeah.
So we just get to know the name and face of the previous Empress of Boa of Amazon Lily.
Okay.
Which was pretty cool. And then the question is like, who did she, like, what great man did she, leave Amazon Lily for? People think it's Dragon.
Yeah, people were saying that it was Dragon, and that the reason why, because they're saying some people were saying that she did die, and that she died because Dragon brought her back, because that means Kuma went to.
Kuma has been to Amazon Lily.
Has been to Amazon Lily, right?
Right.
So they're saying that Dragon went back, took her back there, and the reason why she died was because she had her son and she wasn't able to see Luffy because that was the true love or something like that. That's what people were saying, but we don't know. This is speculation.
All theories.
Okay. Next question. Okay, someone asked Noda to draw every male butt of the Straw Hats, so gotta go over that.
Oh man.
The next one is someone writing a letter from France that wants to know how the members of CP9 get promoted to CP0.
It's a great question.
It is a really good question. So first he talks about the aftermath of Eni's lobby. How the CP9 members were blamed by Spandam and they decided to vanish somewhere else. I don't know if that means they decided to disappear.
They disappeared. Yeah.
Okay.
They were living. We get to see them actually in the latest few chapters. We see like Miss Golden Week, or I think Baroque works.
Yeah.
I'm bugging out. Yeah. Continue.
Okay. So while they disappear, they get stronger. And Spandam also gets promoted. Is that what this is saying? This.
Yeah. So pretty much, Spandam was in cahoots with his father, and he got promoted as the chief of CP0.
Yeah, but okay, separately from the CP0, separately from the Lucci and them, Spandam gets promoted because the Lucci and them took the blame for Eni's lobby.
And they were all dispersed. They were all, sent.
And then later on, Lucci and the CP9 members uncover a plot of Spandam's father, Spandine, and that's how they were reinstated to CP0 now. So it's like a bit of a convoluted, but it's just saying that Spandam's father got him a job at CP0, and then later the CP9 members uncovers Spandine's, like Spandam's dad's, malicious plans and got him taken out
with former level 6 prisoners. Which
so he was scheming something crazy. And now Lucci and them are back to working with Spandam, but now Spandam is Lucci's underling now. So
that's godlike.
Lucci's really the leader.
Lucci's top dog now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is sick because I remember the line, one of my favorite lines in Eni's lobby, when Lucci tells Luffy to go after Robin or something, but he's like, if I go to Robin, you're gonna kill the rest of my crew. And then Lucci commends him for being a good captain, and he's like, I wish there was someone I could tell those words to. He's talking about Spandam, and now Spandam is a fucking scrub to him, so it's just a funny turnaround.
Okay, all right, nice little tidbit of information on the Lucci and gang promotion.
Yeah, because for like the longest, we were like, how the fuck did they get to CP0 after failing as CP9 agents, right? Like, it just didn't make any sense.
Okay. Next question is another CP0 question about Alpha. It's just letting us know that she's Khalifa's younger sister.
Which is like, it was speculated because of the names.
Right. I don't think there's too much else here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another question about the Paw ability, just confirming that we already know that he can travel only to places he's already visited. We got a question about the age fruit. Another confirmation, somebody asks if Bonnie can use the age manipulation to live forever, but Oda directs them to a quote that Bonnie said in chapter 1072 that it says, when it comes to living things, the effectivity won't last forever. So the effects will always be undone at some point.
I feel like this is another one of those like, nigga, read the manga question, you know?
Yeah.
Read what I wrote, bro.
I kind of want to start blaming Oda for this because, like, why are you picking these questions, dude?
Yeah. Like, there's gotta be some better ones.
But you know what? I also feel like you do want to have a good balance. You don't want to just give everything away every SBS. You want to throw in some stupid shit here and there too.
Yeah, and it's good to, like, because that is a small detail that people probably forgot.
Yeah.
We've probably heard it in a few of the discussions, like maybe a comment or whatever.
I talked about it too. Like, I think someone, I forgot who propped the question, but something about her manipulating ages with her. And I think because what's her face? Doll, when she was turned young, I said like it'll just snap back because it don't last.
Right, I do remember us having that conversation recently. All right, and last question is, oh my god, I'm tired. All right, last question is asking if some of the members of Bonnie's crew have appeared in the Sorbet Kingdom before, dealing with Kuma.
Yeah.
And I feel like we specifically brought that up before in an episode. Like, we were like, oh wait, those two members were in the flashback.
Yep.
I remember specifically. Anybody that's reading the SBS if you need information, just watch Strawhat Sitdown, man. That's what you gotta do. Just go to
That's
Strawhat
it, bro.
Sitdown. You could have gotten half of this information from one episode of Strawhat Sitdown, and you would have been entertained the whole time too. Like,
Literally.
come on, dude. Like, oh man. All right, and that's the last question. All right, cool.
Yeah. That's
So, there was some really cool information here. I think the biggest drop was probably Fuji's sword.
probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably Fuji's sword.
I think it was nice to know more about the guy that Ace beats.
Yeah, that was cool as well too. We didn't really get much.
Yeah, I wish he had just straight up
info.
told us like he's associated with Kaido.
Then that would have been cool. We would have got the connections between them and shit. That would have been dope.
Yeah, and
Also, does he?
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, does the former warlord, does he have a flame mark anywhere? Because I remember for a long time there was a theory that
He was the
the man marked by flames. Because Ace defeated him.
Right. Oh well, if he does, I don't think it'd be on this drawing. This looks just like a regular.
yeah, it's probably
portrait.
pretty like if that is the case, then it would be like he would have got burned after this. Yeah, which
Gotcha.
is still a cool theory, but yeah, I think the Fujitora one is crazy. It's just like he's like, oh yeah, by the way, he has like one of the most valuable weapons in the entire manga. Sorry for taking so long to say that. I feel like the SBS has been pretty weak lately. Like before, I feel like we weren't getting the craziest things in SBS, and now we're getting some pretty interesting stuff. I hope people keep asking these good questions. I will say the one random thing I want to bring up is a Weaver card of Bonnie's that says that she's confirmed to have armament hockey and not like I'm assuming it just means that she just has it and not like during Gear 5 and Nika and her ability or whatever.
Interesting.
She just had armament hockey at 12 years old. That's crazy.
That's
that is
OD.
actually insane. Holy
She's
shit.
a problem, bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she's really a
Okay, so
problem.
she does have it. All right.
That's crazy. That's actually insane.
No, she's really a problem. She's gonna be one of the best in the verse if she trains and like comes like a real fighter for real.
Bronny James.
Potty James.
Man.
That was a bar. Yo, next body chapter we gotta use that one. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I guess that's about it, right? I did have one more thing. I think it was something that got posted recently from Library of Ohara. It was we got the earliest known prototype of One Piece. Its original name was Forward, and this concept was drawn 30 years ago in 1994 by
That is so fucking crazy.
This is actually really cool to see. We get Monkey D. Pow was Luffy's original name. He was a thief. His powers were to stretch and fall asleep, which is pretty funny. We get some quotes by him, I guess, to kind of showcase his character a little bit.
Yeah.
We also get drawings of Nami, some dude at the bottom right. I have no clue who that's supposed to be.
People were saying Crocus.
Okay, that's interesting.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like the quote above him reminds me of Shanks.
The strongest people are those who can laugh at their own weaknesses.
It'd be like Shanks and Hyogoro fused together.
Yeah, maybe it was supposed to be that mentor type thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dude, 94. This nigga was 19, bro.
I was 4, bro. That's crazy.
I wasn't even born yet.
In 94.
They had 7 more years to lag out there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was 1 year old.
19, yo.
Yeah, this nigga did this shit at 19, and look, bro, he had the Monkey D.
Yep. Yeah, they already had that idea. Luffy looks like Luffy, and if you look at
like Nami,
the bandana that he got, it looks like the Gum Gum fruit.
Yeah,
and
It does.
And look at the bottom left, like it's like a rubber tree spirit, rubber Gomu.
Yeah. Yep.
5,008 years old. I think the 5. I think it's part of the because Go and rubber is Go is also 5. There's like so much random shit. He's like laughing and shit. He can't stop laughing. The Gear 5 makes him laugh all the time. There's like bro, this nigga was deep in this shit, and he was fucking 19.
Yeah, even I saw. I think O'Hara quote retweeted and said it. Somebody quote retweeted this and said it. But even having the concept of Luffy's devil fruit being a spirit or being already Like a lot of the foreshadowing that Oda has, like a lot of the seeds of the story have been sown from the beginning and just nurtured and grown upon to become what they are today.
By the way, that line, "So you were abandoned, haha, isn't that wonderful, haha," that's literally what fucking Odin says to Franky when he meets him in the flashback.
Odin
Like, he just
says to
reuses it.
Franky.
Yeah. He's
Franky
like,
was a
"Oh, so your
kid.
parents abandoned you?" And then he fucking laughs, and it's like, "Why are you laughing, dude?" Like, I just think like I'm sure he just reused it.
Wait,
He's like, "Oh yeah."
all right, I might be having a moment. Odin from Wano said to Franky.
Yeah, he met Franky when Roger went to Water 7 on his
To
last
get-
journey.
Make a
Oh
ship right.
shit, he did when he was a kid.
Yeah,
I
bro.
forgot. And that was
Franky-
a long time ago. I forgot.
Franky is the only Straw Hat member that has met Roger and Odin.
Roger?
Yeah,
Damn.
that's fire.
Maybe Jinbe? No.
Jinbe might have, yeah, but damn, that's fucking crazy.
That is sick. That's sick.
Damn. But
pretty cool.
yeah, this I'm glad you brought this up, Callie. I think this is insane. 3 years before the manga aired, or was like a manga like in Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
So just fucking crazy, bro.
And then-
Forward.
And then Callie, I also posted after you posted that one, he showed the samurai and the knights that he was also inspired that he wanted to use, which in turn turned into Zoro and Sanji.
Okay.
Is this in the chat?
Let's see, is it in the chat?
Oh yeah, that's
Wait,
great.
can you look at this comment real quick? Because you see the tree spirit. Somebody said tree spirit as in Yggdrasil, as in the Elbaf tree, as in the Well of Mimir. They started going down the rabbit hole with that shit.
Oh man.
Oh man, yeah, I sent the other tweet, Callie, if you want to open that up. This is my first time seeing this, honestly.
You sent it in the Discord?
In the Discord, yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is sick. So this
This
is
is my first time seeing
prototypes
this.
of Zoro and Sanji as samurai and knights.
Which actually, Zoro obviously is a samurai, but Sanji being a knight makes sense too, with just like a futuristic knight, but like still very like royalty.
And you know what?
Well, I guess technically, by the way, this is Ryuma, who Zoro ended up being, basically.
Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
you're right. And I'm thinking about it now, he may have stripped the physical attributes of a knight from Sanji, but Sanji is the most chivalrous of all of the Straw Hats. So
Dude, look at the knight's
That's
name,
right.
Romeo.
yeah.
Like a lover boy. Like
Yeah.
that's Oda was in his fucking bag, bro.
Oda was really in his bag. He really
30 years
he
ago.
had the ideas and he just built on them.
You don't make a story like this.
That's
like,
beautiful, man.
Like on your first try, you know what I mean? Like it's like I'm not surprised it's something that he had been thinking about for a long time because of just the depths of like how crazy this is. I think like the stuff we're learning now about the world that's underwater and stuff, all that stuff he's been holding on to for probably over 30 years now. So crazy, man, absolutely insane.
Crazy
It
stuff.
just goes to show like, bro, we're actually reading a once in a lifetime.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's not going to be another thing like One Piece.
I actually feel bad for people who are not caught up and are like, oh, it's too long, or like, oh, it's too goofy. Like, you guys don't fucking know what you're missing, man. It's crazy, man.
Gotta lock in, man.
I tell people all the time. Luckily, some people listen to me.
Yeah. We convert who we can in the community of One Piece.
Yeah.
Convert who we can. I guess that's about it for right. Anything else you want to talk about real quick before we wrap it up?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, I'm just excited for the next chapter, man.
All right, chapter next week. So we will be back next week with another chapter review as per usual. Big shouts to everybody that's watching the episode live on YouTube and Twitch. We appreciate you guys. If you're not watching these episodes live on YouTube at Strawhat Sitdown or on Twitch, on my Twitch at twitch.tv/Callie_Mac, you are missing out. So make sure you tap in every Sunday afternoon, 12 p.m. We are here talking to you guys, talking about everything that's happening. Pop in, come show some love, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
Big shout outs to everybody that's watching this on YouTube, listening on Spotify podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, etc. We appreciate you guys as well. Make sure you guys follow us on all our socials at Strawhat Sitdown on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You look for us, you will find us. That's it. That's about it. We'll be back next week.
We're 4 subs away from 260, guys. Help us get there. Let's go.
4 subs, please, guys. Tell your grandma to sub, please. I know she got the YouTube account to watch her old lady shows on YouTube.
They all do. Facts.
Come on now. All right, we're gonna be back next week with another chapter review as per usual. Until then, you guys take it easy, be safe, be healthy. We appreciate you guys, and we will see y'all when we see y'all. Deuces.
Peace.
Later.
Peace.
Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Strawhat Sitdown crew in the building. We Corona to these other podcasts. We gon' put these people in their feelings when they hear this, and they know that they can't top this. We spit facts and we poppin' every time an episode is dropping. We see D3 in the corner, Mister, that's a real G with the green screen in the background. Got him looking like he in a real scene. We got Big Mod in the cut, always ready with rebuttals, but he bring the knowledge when we in the huddle, so you know the crew is never gonna fumble. And it's Huss, last but not least. If you ask me, then Cali, mad the captain, make him rally around me. Every Sunday we gon' run deep, and we can't stop until we find out about that one piece. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one